Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to make some of this is called Picture Wheel. This is by Tim Holtz, one of the Alterations. It's a Bigz die, so it's steel rolled. Let me go ahead and I'm hoping I have enough light here. I had to turn my overhead light off because of the glare. There we go. Just poke that out. I have taped a piece of copy paper on here just to give me a grid so I could outline where to put my square. Everything that I die cut, and it's just me, you don't have to do this. I cut everything down to size so it's just a little bit bigger than the die that I'm cutting out, so that everything is square and my scraps are square. So, and this I've got it worked out to it's 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I have some to make for an order, and I just thought I'd turn the camera on. I hadn't done a video in a while, so I have black, white, and cream that I'm going to make. So I'm just going to cut a bunch out and then I'll show you how I die cut them out. This one here, I do use a small or a thin cardstock shim or whatever you have, just to help with poking out some of the smaller pieces, and I'll show you that. I'm going to use my big trimmer here. This is by Fiskars, and my order is for 6. You get 6 in an order. And 4 1/4 would be, okay, I'm going to leave that extra. I'm just going to turn it this way, and sorry for the all the warm stuff here. It's really cold here today. It's only 31 degrees, and it was like a blizzard outside, but it's pretty gnarly out there. I'm going to cut 8 1/2 this way, and this will be my scrap. Then I'll cut 4 1/4 that way, and then I could put these two together and do 4 1/4 this way, and that gives me 4 out of 1 cardstock. And I already cut 1 sheet, so I have enough. I did that off camera, and then I thought, well, I might as well share. So I don't need any more of this black cardstock. I'm going to eliminate it. I had the worst migraine yesterday. I was going to do this yesterday, but yeah. Alright, 8 1/2, and then I have this for making tags. And then I'm going to go 4 1/4. I like to cut everything in advance and just put it in a bucket, and then die cut everything all at once. So it looks like I need 2 sheets of each color. So go 8 1/2 this way. And then this is a nice trimmer. It can cut through a lot of stuff, so I can stack these up and do them all at once. It saves on time. Alright, there's that. So I need 2 of the cream, and I'm just using the I get this at Michael's, the Recollection cardstock, and this is the cream, 65 pound. I pretty much have all of their colors available in my shop. Okay, 2 of those. You know, I might make an extra of the cream and the white for my stash, because I always give these out for samples in people's orders, so it would be advisable for me to, while I have the dye out, to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to do one more white. I like the white, giving out the white, because you can stamp on it, you can ink it up, collage on it, whatever you want to do. So the white's pretty popular. Okay, there's that. And then I'll show you how I package them up. You know, we're getting more snow today, or lake effect, high winds, so I'm trying to get my stuff done in case, knock on wood, that the power goes out. Alright, last one. Alright, I'm done with this, and I do have my die cut machine on the floor here. Let me grab it. And I'm just using the Sizzix Big Shot, and for this setup you need the, and I always use the extended platform plates, because it gives me more room to be able to set things up. So you just need that, and then your die. And I always, well, I have a storage unit on the wall that all of these go in. They sell those on Sizzix.com, and they're just like slots that you put these in. It's really helpful. I can just go over and grab them. So I did label these. It has a label here, but it's just easier for me. I can see this clearly. It's big and bold, and I can just go over and grab it. And then I always put on there the size to cut it, so I don't have to keep measuring and thinking, what am I doing? I can grab it and just go. And then if I have any notes, I try to put that on there, so I don't, you know, have to keep redoing things. I'm not sure if 2 will work. Let me just try 1 and see. It's been a while. And then I'm going to use my top cutting plate, and then I have a piece of junk mail thin cardboard. So I'm going to run that through. You have to move over. Alright, looks pretty good. I just need my tray. Been working on some projects. I made a video, but I can't post it yet until the person receives. So see, you have this piece. I haven't really figured out what to do with that. Then you have all these little pieces that come out. These are really cool to save. I do save these. I have a little bucket I put them in. And you can stamp little numbers or alphabet or stuff on them. This is the part that is a little tedious. This little piece is why I use the shim, because sometimes that does not cut out, but it's not a big deal to put a piece of cardstock in there or a piece of paper or something. So there you have it, your picture wheel. So there's one. I'm going to take these out and use that bucket for my finished item. Let's see here. Never enough room, is there? This is why I like to have a tray, so that I can work from the tray and put everything in there. And it catches all my little bits. Alright, this time I'm going to try 2. And I'll use the white to try 2. Let me try the white. I think there's 2 here. I want to do more than 2, but it should cut through 2. And you don't have to poke out this little center every time. Every once in a while I go in there and just pick that out. It'll fill up. Alright. I'm not going to tape it or anything. I'm just going to put this down. This is why I like the extended platform, so that I have room. Definitely going to need and this is one that you wouldn't want to go back and forth, because this will shift on you. So looks like I can cut 2 at a time here, and everything's coming out pretty good with the shim. So it's just trial and error. A lot of my dies, I've used them like hundreds of times, so I kind of know them like the back of my hand now. So I put notes all over everything, and then now on most of them I don't need the notes. But yeah, see how cool. So there's that. So I'm just going to do 2 at a time, and I'm going to do with light color, and I'm going to save the black for last. Normally I would do the lighter color cardstocks, because it does leave lint on your die. So I'm going to wait and do the black last, so that I don't get black lint on my lighter cardstock colors. So, and that's just something I've learned from trial and error. So I'll do the lighter colors first. Hopefully this will go quickly. Just run them through. And it sticks to the thing, so I'm just going to pop it off in there. I'll clean them up after. I'll just run them all through. That way I can move my die cut machine to the side. So I hope everybody is doing well and you got over the holiday of all the food. For me it was exhausting, but Christmas we're gonna keep it dinner. I think my son's gonna do steaks or something on the grill. That would be nice. I tend to get a little quiet around the holidays. So this goes pretty quickly. And that's why I'm going to keep flipping my, try to keep flipping my top cutting plate. And I like the, I call them the glitter ones. you don't really feel glitter, or it's just a visual thing. But for me, it just tells me when I grab that, that's my top cutting plate. So I really like these if you can find them. I know there's some digitals out there that people have that you can get where they have figured out a digital where you have little pictures in here. It's been a while since I've looked, but you can just look on Etsy, and I can't remember what I looked up, but yeah, they have where you can put a background in there and it has it perfectly little photos in there, which is kind of cool. But I sell these in my shop, and I sell them pretty reasonable. You get 6 to a pack, and I package them up really cute. So I'll have some, I'm going to poke that center out before it gets too full. It does get like hard as a, there we go. It'll get packed in there, but it won't distort anything. It just gets full. So most of my dies have some type of tape or something on them where I can lay my piece of cardstock on there and just mass make, just keep going. And I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh well, it'll come to me in a minute. Oh yeah. I'm going to take this off and just try to be sure that when you remove that there's nothing left on here, because it'll transfer to your next piece. And I see the little piece got left on there. So I got a few more. So it goes pretty quickly. This one, I have one left, and I don't want to do it with the black, so I'm going to do this one by itself. I'm going to flip my top plate. And this is just something, junk mail cardstock. I find it works perfectly. It's just the right thickness. Okay. Get these done and get all the little bits poked out. Whoops. I feel like an Eskimo all bundled up, but I'm warm. Just going to try to get some of that out. There we go. Okay, a few more. I'm going to flip this. Looks like I've got a couple more runs here and then I'll be done. Oh, emission. So today is Thursday, December 1st. I'll try to make a mad rush to get all of my orders in the mail by Friday. It doesn't always work. Because I really don't like to work on stuff on the weekend. I like to just play and spend time with the hubby. Okay, so there's that. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. So that's the, it's called Picture Wheel. Tim Holtz, and the number is, oh boy, goodness. I should put the number on here because I can't really see it. I'll put the number in the description. You might be able to still find these on eBay. They're probably proud of them, but yeah, you might be able to find it on eBay, or check Etsy. Etsy's been getting pretty good at having dies and stuff like that. So let me move this over. All right, so I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, sorry. So I'm going to have a lot of these. If anyone wants these, leave me a message in the comment, or go to my Etsy, and first person to message me that you want the negatives to the picture wheel, leave me your address and I will send them to you. So there's quite a few here. So there you go. So I'm just going to take those all out first. So it helps to have a nice tray, and this was just a top to some cookies or something. I've had it quite a while, but it works out perfect for this. It keeps everything in check and less time cleaning up and chasing little bits around. All right, so should be able to just, most of the bigger squares come out all on their own. It's these little tiny ones that you have to just help them along. It's really cool die. I sell quite a few of these, and I try to put them in every order one time. I do keep track of what I give my customers. I keep a list so that I don't duplicate. unless it's something that they want. Okay, there's 2 here. So it's nice having 2 together because you kind of get them both, all the bits out all at once. I probably could do 3 at a time. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it because those dies are meant to do chipboard and stuff like that. So, but I noticed, like with this kind of stuff, the more you put in there, you have risk of it shifting on you, or, you know, that kind of thing. So, okay, 2. This is just 1. I could probably just shake it like that, but there you have it. Oops. So this will go pretty quickly. I'm hoping to beat my mail lady. She might be delayed today because it's snowing pretty good. So that will be to my advantage. Because I do not drive in the winter. I try not to. If the roads are clear and I must go to the store, then I will. Otherwise, I wait for my husband to drive Miss Daisy. Okay, these are cool. I also have these out of scrapbook paper, and I think I have them out of Christmas paper too. I made a whole bunch of these and started embossing them, and with the idea that I was going to, I do have them in Christmas embossed in the Christmas everything category. Just black is hard to see. But I started embossing them and I was going to put kits together, and then I just decided I just didn't want to do it. So I have all the ones that I started making in one listing. I want to say it's like, I can't remember. There's a lot in one listing, and they're all embossed. Some of them do have writing on the back, which is the number of the embossing folder, because all of my embossing folders are numbered because I have them in kits. That way I can go right to them. So yeah, I said, well, I'm just going to sell them all, one lump sum. So they are in my shop, all embossed, ready to go. The black is just a little hard for me to see. There we go. Oop. Ooh, the wind is picking up now. Not, oops, there's one there. Not looking forward to walking down to the mailbox, that's for sure. You must feel like that did not poke out there. I don't know what happened to this one. So I'm going to set this one aside. I don't know if I can line it back up. I might be able to just poke a hole there. Yeah, that one didn't work out well. I don't know what happened with that. I might not have used my shim. So I'm going to set that aside. I have extra anyways. Looks good, that's it. Alright, I'm going to dump these. And set these aside as well. And don't forget, if you want these negatives, message me on my Etsy message. Picture wheel negatives with your address, and I'll drop them in the mail to you. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I only need 6 of each, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. She can count. 4, 5, 6. Sometimes I count them twice because I never want to mess up and cheat somebody out of their order. Now, this box here, I got at Goodwill. I want to say, I think it was $1.99 or something like that, but it was a brand new box, so $250, and that was such a score. So this is how I package them. Just going to take 3 of these. That way you can use these in your projects as well, and they fit in there perfectly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I'm double checking. I'm a counter. I count things. So there's that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's that. Oops. 6. All right, and then I'm going to pick out some. I brought my scraps over of my printed cardstock, and I want to put something in the background that would highlight, you know, just give it some color. So let's see here. I got it on the floor next to me. Let me grab it. Can't believe I'm at 34 minutes already, but these are my scraps, and I have them by size, These are pretty good sizes. Some of these might work. And this is just long strips. I just took a sheet protector, sewed it down the middle, and I can kind of, you know, keep my scraps in order and not flying all over the place. Then anything back here is bigger than what will go in here. This is like one of the quart Ziploc bags. I have smaller pieces in there that don't belong, but I was in a hurry, so I'm going to set this aside because I know none of this will work. Excuse me. So let's see. Let me go from here and see first. Let me grab my tray. Pull everything out. I got quite a bit in there. Okay, I know that won't work. Just go through. Probably should go for the bigger scraps than fuss with all of this. I'm thinking. None of this. Looks like I need to make some tags. I love that paper. Okay, so this, grabbing this was definitely not a good choice. I'm just going to go for the bigger scraps. Yeah. This one would work. That one would work. Let me just see how that would go for the cream. I think I'm going to go with something a little bit bolder so that it shows through in the background. So let me eliminate this. Okay, so we're not using you. And I get these, I forget what they're called, but they're 12 by 12 paper holders. They're in the, I want to say they're in the where the cardstock is, but I'm not sure. It might be the aisle before that. No, I think it is Hobby Lobby. So they're very reasonable and they hold your paper. I love them. Sturdy. This snaps. It's got a handle. It's awesome. So I'm just going to take everything out and get rid of this. All right. And I don't know if I'm going to go for pink or not. I just want something that, now see, this would show up in the background. And that's the perfect, perfect size. I just know with the black I'm going to struggle for sure. All right, I definitely want this one, so I'm going to cut 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I know it's going to be a little bit less so that I could slide it in the back. So let me just chop this off. There's that. And then I got a nice little scrap. Oh, what did I see, I messed that up, didn't I? No, it's bigger. Okay. All right. 5 by 5 is what I use, and then I cut it down. Okay, sorry about that. 5 by 5 and I cut it down, so that's okay. I made more scrap. So I'm going to cut this 5. And then that's just about right. I'm going to need to cut that down. Just wondering if I want that one in there. I know it's tricky to get it to fit in there. Let me just grab another envelope. I should make a template, is what I should do. Sorry for the reach. I think I will after this. Let's see. Right side up. Okay, just need to cut a little bit off. That's gonna fit that way. And will I close it? I'm just gonna cut a little bit off the top just so that it fits in there all the way. So there's one. And then I just have to decide, do I want this for these, or I don't think it really matters. I think I'm going to use it for this one here. I was going to put it on the back side, but these flop around, you really don't see anything, so I'm just going to put it in the back. Oops, sorry, I'm off camera here. Put it in the back side here, and then what I do is I cut a piece of my scrap poster board to fit in there as well. Or on the back side of here is probably what I'll do, and then package it up. That way nothing gets ruined in shipping, because I tell you, they can ruin some stuff. Alright, for the white, I'm trying to go with more fallish, so I might go ahead and use this scrap up. I know it's December, winter, but let me go ahead and use this up. I'm just going to cut 5 by 5, just shy of 5, and then I'll trim it down from there. Sorry. So that's top. This way here I can use up some of my scraps. Now that fits pretty good in there like that. I just need to trim off the top and maybe, yeah, a little off the side. That should do it. Yep, here we go. Okay, this one's going to go in here. Perfect. So now I just need to find something for this one here that might coordinate with that could be used. No. Some of these longer strips need to be taken out. Try to use up some of my double-sided paper because I don't use it a lot in things. I like the single sheet paper. Okay, I might have some stuff coming up. This is like old stuff that was gifted to me and I'm trying to use it up. Okay. This is pretty. I like that. Let's see if I got anything else. I just went through and scrap busted a lot of big sheets, so. Ooh, that's pretty too. I like that craft paper. That's cool stuff. I made some acorns out of this. Die cut some acorns and leaves and stuff. It came out really cool. So if you see that craft cardstock on sale, it's really nice to have in your stash for like leaves, trees, that kind of thing. Alright, I'm going to use this. Okay. I'll have to go through and reorganize, but not at the moment. Alright, I still need this. Move this stuff out of the way. Okay. I don't know what's top or bottom. Okay, it fits there. Oh, I need to chop the top off. That works. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here and that'll complete that. Not sure which was top. Hopefully that fits. Yes. So I have my three. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of my poster board. Sorry. I have a bunch of scraps. I'll cut it the same size of this, and then what I'll do, I have a whole bunch of these that I'll package it up and tie it all together and then put something decorative on the front, but I'll try to coordinate everything. So I'm going to end the video here so I can finish packaging these up, because I'm going to have to kick it up a notch so I can beat my mail lady. So, okay, hope that was helpful, and have a good day. Bye.